Me. Bites into burger. Everything on the opposite end of the burger. I would just like to be rich enough to be considered eccentric instead of unstable. Being a fan of something without ever interacting with the fan base. When the person grading your paper asks the teacher if your answer is acceptable, do you notice that men are no longer persuasive? Once they ask you out on a date and you say no, that is it. If I want to play games, I got a PlayStation. Crouches to go into stealth. The cracking of my knees alerts the guards. I am immediately killed. I hate it when you see a sign and suddenly your plans are ruined. Be sober so I can get a good paying job. Get high and worry about it another day. Me just wanting a happy future. When you try to use sarcasm as an icebreaker, but it backfires and you just make everyone uncomfortable. Me. My poor body image. Rotating through the same 3 safe outfits like a cartoon character. Society deciding on which future it wants. We really got sat down and served this at 10:30 a.m. and just said all right. Me going through life with absolutely no goals or plans in mind, because I never even thought I would live past a certain age. Sure, every trip to the grocery store costs twice as much as it used to, but hey, at least the quality of those groceries has also decreased significantly. Me getting executed in 2030 for using an ad blocker. Me sneaking a rotisserie chicken into the movie theater. Me dressed for my sister's wedding. Me dressed for the Elden Ring DLC. Me, I have to start eating healthier. Me feeling even the slightest amount of stress. How I look at your fries after I finished my whole meal in 3 minutes. The pile of clothes on my chair during the day. The pile of clothes on my chair at 3 a.m. Your 20s will be the greatest years of your life. Me in my 20s. Ever been so antisocial at work that you've just gone and ate your lunch in your car? 18-year-olds love to call people in their mid-20s old like we're not going to be in the same retirement home together. I'll see you at Bingo Big Dog. Try not to think about it too much. Me. Women with makeup. Dudes with beards. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. Me. I will not be awkward today. Person. Hey. Me. Good. Thanks. Are you okay? Oh my god, no, but for the purposes of this conversation, yes, I am fine. When you need to turn into a store, but cars keep passing and the cars behind you start honking. Giving him a positive role model. $2 million hits your account. Your next move. Enter the bathroom and sit under the shower. Let the water wash poverty away for the final time. Me listening to the same song on repeat for the 100th time. Me. I think I want to stay single. Inner me. Like you have a choice. Random extrovert that liked me for no reason. Me, an introvert. Me waiting for my friend that is always late. Me. Nothing bad is going to happen. Everything is okay. My anxiety. Me looking at my imaginary hero doing parkour while in the car. Parent of an honor student. Well, at least I was until their mental health deteriorated due to the pressure I put on them. Now all they do is smoke weed and watch YouTube videos on conspiracy theories. When you finish the game you invested months into and now have to figure out what to do with your life. Me, working up the courage to tell my calorie counting app that I ate an entire birthday cake. When a car lets you cross so you hit one of these. Disney fairy tales? Their original German version? Arguing with me is pointless. I knew I was wrong 10 minutes ago. I am just trying to make you mad now. When everything in my life has been going smoothly for 3 days. I am like the opposite of machine learning, human forgetting. When Miley licks a hammer naked, it is art. But when I do it, it is get out of Home Depot. People. Death is not the end. Me. There's more. Sorry, can't come out tonight. I gotta sit alone in front of a muted TV opening and closing the same 4 social media apps until 3 a.m. Because when you are sleeping, there are no lonely times, just dreams. Me leaving the house without breakfast, dehydrated and on 3 hours of sleep. Parents. You have got mail on the table. The mail. Doctor. Are you getting enough sleep? Me. Why do you ask? Me, a bilingual, telling a funny story. Me realizing halfway through that, the joke only works in the other language. When you both said goodnight to each other 2 hours ago and again, see each other online. When you are watching a movie and people keep asking questions, instead of paying attention. I hate how I am. I have an appointment at 4 p.m. so I can't do anything all day type of person. First 2 drinks don't count if you have anxiety. They just turn you into a normal person. When you search something on Google and it shows a helpline number instead of the results. In case you were wondering, me and my husband can see you half naked smoking from that bong through your front window across the street. Do I look cool? When your advertising interrupts my video, it just makes me hate your product. When anyone asks my favorite weather, I crave this. 10-year-old me preparing to tell my mom at 9 p.m. I need glue for my project tomorrow. There should be an option that's more than sleeping, but not as much as being dead. Have you ever sit for so long that your butt feels like this? When you didn't expect to reach 18, but 30 is around the corner. I'm not supposed to exist that long. This is getting weird. When your alarm goes off and you have to go to work because you didn't die in your sleep. Me at my funeral about to correct someone who said that I was a happy person who loved life. Me suddenly has tears running down cheeks. People, are you okay? Me. Yeah, this just happens sometimes, lol. Once I became a parent, I finally understood the scene where Yoda gets so tired of answering Luke's questions, he just dies. When someone you do not like sits next to you, are you lost? Dinosaurs literally got taken out on the same planet we walk on today, and people still think we are invincible. You are not better than a Stegosaurus. Me whenever I meet someone who can match my dark sense of humor and sarcasm. You are full of hate and loathing, and I love it. Only a fool would buy IKEA furniture. Instead, I just download the instructions and keep emailing their service department to say that I am missing a piece, until they ship me all the pieces over a 6-month period. I don't deserve this good thing. I don't deserve this bad thing. When you tell your mom a funny story and it turns into a lecture, me thinking about all the shit I let slide. Your 20s will be the greatest years of your life. Me in my 20s. Do you guys say my mom or our mom when talking to your siblings? Depends on how she has been behaving. Were you allowed to express emotions as a child, or do you get that pain in the back of your throat when you feel the need to cry? You all remember Disney XD, what was that? I used to think this was Disney, but for people who could skateboard. Me when my alarm goes off for work in the morning. I am so freaking pissed. The Simpsons own this home on a single salary from a husband who didn't go to college. This was considered normal in 1989 when the show began. Being an adult is terrible, but I thank God every day that I don't have to randomly run a mile at noon against my will and then go on about my day like we did in school. Men stopping everything they are doing to watch a helicopter that is flying by. Me being broken but still working because I need money to exist. Dating apps don't work for me because I need at least 2 years of friendship charged with weird sexual tension to even consider falling in love. US citizens voting, the rest of the world. Get ready, everyone. He is about to do something stupid. Random extrovert that liked me for no reason. Me, an introvert. Me, getting ready for my night routine, which consists of overthinking and creating fake scenarios so I can fall asleep. Me, an introvert remembering a funny joke I said 2 years ago that made everyone laugh. My parents, when do you get a girlfriend? We want a grandchild. Me who thought about suicide literally 10 seconds before. I went from losing no one my whole life to almost 10 people within a year. I don't know how much more I can take. Real ones stay, and the fake ones leave. Only thing you gotta remember, they are fucking dead dumbass. Me, working up the courage to tell my calorie counting app that I ate an entire birthday cake. Do you want to work overtime? First of all, I don't even want to work regular time. I only express my emotions in English because when I speak about them in my native language, it feels too personal. Psychologist warns it is a major red flag if you relax by enjoying true crime stories. Applying for jobs in 2024. Just give me a chance. Nobody. Girls in kids' drawings. Me pretending to need something else at the store until the person moves out of the stuff I actually need. Me on my lunch break deciding whether or not I should go back to work. My friends talking about quantum physics. Me. Sleep is just a time machine to breakfast, my dudes. What part of adult life surprised you most? The never-endingness. Every day there is a task. Every single day. That feeling when you realize 2010's nostalgia is a thing. Interviewer. So, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time? Me, Charlie Palmer, garlic bread expert. Man arrested for training dog to throw bricks at people ringing his doorbell. Me when I wake up instead of dying in my sleep. My therapist. Just make sure you do not bottle everything up. Me. All my emotions. Losing an argument when you are right just because the other person is too stupid to understand what you are saying is probably one of the most infuriating things in the entire fucking universe. Do you ever just look at yourself in the mirror and think, you got so much potential, then proceed to do nothing about it? The haters said I couldn't do it. And they were correct. Honestly, great call from the haters. When you finally found a walking green flag, but you are the red flag now. When you are hanging out with friends and your social battery dies. When you try to stay positive, but a fucking sea lion just bit a chunk of your head off. I will never waste my money on dumb stuff ever again. 2 hours later. This is what happens when kids grow up and get adult money. Watched a dude carry a screaming toddler across the parking lot. He noticed me looking at him and said he is mine. I am not stealing him. And then before I could reply, he added, if I was gonna take one, it definitely would not be this asshole. When you make an excuse not to go out and they come up with a solution, hear me out. How about we just date, fall in love, communicate effectively, respect each other, and then boom, we get married. Person, hi, how are you? Me, great. Person, aren't you gonna ask how I am? Me, oh, I don't care. When everything is going wrong in your life, but you are used to it. My whole personality. Dumb jokes. The same music I have been listening to for a decade. Passionate opinions about useless shit. Wanting to die. Every time an actor does an interview about how they gained weight for a role, they are like, honestly, I just ate absolute nasty, disgusting garbage for a month straight. And then they go on to describe my normal diet that I have been eating for 31 years. Men disappear for a few days and come back like, yeah, something bad happened. But I am good now, and don't talk about it ever again. My face in mirror, versus. My face in front camera, me. Did it hurt? Girl at bar, did what hurt? Me. When your hopes of having a nice, uninterrupted night out got crushed because I started talking to you? Motherfuckers in elementary school after saying, let me see your arm real quick, then pulling out the taser. Me. I never have enough time to do anything. Also me for 30 minutes? Why are you always vague about your spiritual beliefs? My spiritual beliefs? Does your new single-player game require an internet connection? Yes. Then fuck off. Are you ready for summer? Me. When someone is in the way of the item you want, so you pretend to look at something else. Another day of thanking God for not making me attracted to feet. When you go to see a movie and just before it starts, a group of loud teenagers walk in. 95% of our generation will allow genitals in their mouth, but refuse to eat this part of the banana. Me overthinking. Me realizing I'm overthinking. Me thinking about overthinking. Me overthinking. Me taking one last look at the bar before confirming my purchase of 12 straight plays of Creed, higher on their jukebox and leaving. Them. Do you want children? Me. Nope. Them. Oh, you will change your mind. Me. No, I do not think I will. Mom. You have 14 apples and then you eat 2. How many you have left? Me. 6. Mom. You have 14 apples and then you eat 2. How many apples are left? Me. Spotify and iTunes don't exist yet. You've just spent $10 on an album. Tracks in, and you realize it fucking sucks. Me holding the most important US document that was literally printed on gas station toilet paper that can't be laminated or protected in any way and is supposed to last my whole life. When I was in $100 when I was a kid. Oh my god, I can buy so many things with this. $100 now. I guess I can buy some groceries. I can't wait till summer so I can wear nice fits. The fit. Men can hang around like this for hours and not even ask each other's names. Who's using TeamSpeak right now? Hello? Anyone? Damn. Men only want one thing and it's disgusting. When you scream out the lyrics of a song but it hasn't gotten to that part yet. Girl in gym yelling at me to stop staring at her. Me with minus 3.25 vision in both eyes. Old lady. Excuse me, young man. Me. I have a grandma. Sorry for not keeping in touch. I have literally nothing to say. Debate ends. Every American immediately afterward. Well, the gravity of my situation just set in. Me realizing I am not actually an introvert, I am just so anxious and traumatized that social interaction becomes something I want to avoid. When you are an adult, but you feel like a kid, faking their way through life. When a car lets you cross, so you hit one of these. The world's so broke that you don't even find random money on the ground anymore. Me pausing my music to see if my mum is really calling me, or if it is just the song. Stock knowledge. Me. Final exam. Top-ranked players who play 10+ hours a day. Me trying to have fun after a bad day at work. Dad, let's turn off the AC and let it rest. The fridge that has been on for 23 years. When you already checked your usual 5 apps and don't know what else to do with your day, roses are red, chocolate is brown. I expect nothing, and I am still let down. You are so quiet. Me around people I know. Me being loyal to someone even without a relationship. People living happily without mental health issues. Me, pretending we are the same. Me, you a fly. Fly. You a depressed junkie. Me. Me trying to figure out what you said after I said to repeat it the third time, when the back of a cereal box was your morning paper. Me looking up at a random building, letting the imaginary sniper know I see him. That no work tomorrow sleep be hitting different. Me stressing over things I can totally easily do. When cats knead on you and you can feel their nails puncturing holes into your skin, but they look at you with that loving, warm expression, and you look back like, when your parents ask you why you are still single, you gave me the ugly. Your alarm is set for 2 hours and 17 minutes from now. My mental health. Advices I give to people. 8 hours playing video games. 1 hour working on something important. Me when someone doesn't believe me and they Google it and see I'm right. Me. I could really use a sign from above right now. The sign from above. Suffer. In school for years. When I leave, men stopping everything they are doing to watch a helicopter that's flying by. Hey, you got a nice smile. Hi. Huh. Thanks. 10 years later. She made my day that day. Me Googling everything after watching a movie based on true events. Men invented arm wrestling so they could hold hands and look in each other's eyes. Who been out there telling our secrets? I am afraid of getting better because the emptiness is all I can imagine. Me signing up for a new free trial as soon as it expires. My mental health. What I show to avoid hospitalization. The apple on the counter watching me eat Twizzlers for dinner again. Me seeing a 150-pound dog. Me, odd a little puppy. Me getting dressed to work knowing there are prisoners in Norway living in better condition. Me doing something alone when someone is watching. Me getting ready for work every morning while contemplating whether the bonus check is really worth selling my soul for. When you have nothing in common with your coworkers but pretend so you can have a nice lunch. When you overplayed your favorite song and it does not hit the way it used to. Me when a helicopter passes. Age 10. Age 40. Me when I get home, I am going to be so productive, do all my work and get my life together. Me when I get home. When you make an excuse not to go out and they come up with a solution. Listen, kid, I do not have much time. I have information about quality control issues at Boeing. Me ignoring text messages until I gain enough energy to be social again. Me judging the download speed of every Wi-Fi I come across. Rare photo of the guy roasting you online. Everyone freaking out about internet drama and celebrity feuds. Me. Yep. I saw Millie Bobby Brown in the airport and asked for a pic. And she said only if you remove the hijab, and I said it is my faith, and she aggressively pulled it off my head and stamped on it. You do not even have a hijab on in your PFP because she ripped it off me. Students, I will never use Pythagoras' theorem in real life. Also, students walking home, shaking it above the toilet. When I put it back in my pants, I am afraid of getting better because the emptiness is all I can imagine. People love to ask some shit like, would you press a button that gives you $1 million, but it kills one random person? Like buddy people push that button every day to get 2-day shipping. You think they would not do it for cash. The right person will come one day. The right person. My teacher nailed his student's phone to the wall for using it in class 20 years ago. It is still there till this day. Clubbing has to be the most overrated adulthood activity ever. You are just wasting money on alcohol and unnecessary noise while pretending to have fun. Me having a meeting with myself to get my life together. Now that I have gotten older, I have come to realize why Bigfoot stays away from people. My sister's foreign exchange student. In France, we hear that when Americans are depressed, they eat whole containers of ice cream. Why was there always a bite taken out of these motherfuckers? When you tell your mom a funny story and it turns into a lecture, I just wanted to make you laugh. When life is sucking you into a pit of despair and stress, but you really just ain't fighting it anymore. When you are doing your best and hear them talking bad about you. When you tell the goth girl that you're down for whatever. When you finally get home and can stop pretending. Them. Hey, how have you been? Me. Oh, you know I am keeping it together. Me keeping it together. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? When you are smart enough to know the other person is wrong, but not smart enough to argue back. If I hit myself and it hurts, am I weak or am I strong? My therapist. Please reply to this email by the 12th. Me reading the email on 20th. Me in almost every situation involving human interaction. I must get out of here as quick as possible. Me studying French so that I can refuse to speak it, as opposed to just being unable to. When you say something to your therapist, and they firmly reply with, I did not need to know that. Me. I did not ask to be born. Parents. Well, we did not want you to be born either. Please say psych. When people talk behind my back, when people talk, people Dude, just get a car. Driving is so much fun. Average driving experience, 7-year-old kids today. iPhones, iPads, AirPods. Me when I was 7. Hello. I am so stressed that relaxing makes me more stressed because I am not working on what is making me stressed. Me. I am depressed. Friend. Go for a walk. Relative. Drink water. Therapist. Do some mindfulness. Well, I would like to thank everyone for their fucking useless advice.